THILO to AS Monaco. Here we go. THILO is moving to AS Monaco. The rumour of the deal is 500,000 now, and then a obligatory loan, which will be 11 million, I think. So I think that would be a 6-month loan where we get 500,000 now. They take him off the wage bills. He goes there, and at the end of the loan, they have to pay 11 million pounds. Look, don't get me wrong. I think this is okay business from West Ham. I'm not totally against it. I think our situation with centre backs isn't great. With him leaving, that leaves us Mavropanos, Ogbonna, Aged, and Zuma. We already kind of needed to get another centre back in. So with that in mind, that kind of means we've only got 3 spare centre backs. With Zuma, potentially X spoke on his transfer update recently that Zuma's injury could be a little bit more severe. You know, obviously we know he had a big knee injury in his career, and it's a reoccurring injury that's meant that at times he's suffered with it quite a lot. And also now I'm going to be doing a video on that, which will be dropping tomorrow morning. But his situation at West Ham is becoming very, very interesting, and it looks like he might be moving on as well come the end of the January transfer window. So, you know, and the players we're monitoring at the moment is Eric Dyer, which I know we released a video which was made yesterday but released today about his situation. Darmesh has said that he has ruled that move out. He doesn't think it's very likely. So although we did report on that earlier, it's now come out that apparently it probably won't happen. So, I mean, it could still happen, you know, but when someone like Darmesh, you know, comes out and says it's not going to happen, you tend to take that face value and say it's probably not going to happen. So this Harry Maguire-like player that Moyes wants, obviously we know it's not THILO Kehrer, but we don't know where he's going to get it from. It's going to leave us very short at the back. And the biggest issue for me at the moment is everyone's kind of going around and saying this deal represents a very good value for us, like it's a good deal for us. But I don't think it does, because we get paid £500,000 now. That is what we get paid right now. Yes, in 6 months' time, 11 million for THILO Kehrer is good business. I mean, I can't exactly remember how much we signed him for, but you know, it wasn't a lot of money. I think it was probably around the 8 to 14 sort of million mark. So, you know, he's gotten a little bit older. He's not played that much football. We've been able to recoup 11 million. Cool, brilliant, amazing. However, we need a centre-back now. You know, Moyes has listed that he wants a centre-back, that he wants a left-sided attacker, and that he wants a right-back, a left-back, or a full-back. So with that in mind, the reason we aren't able to do that is because we don't have the funds available. We don't have the funds, A, because of FFP, and B, just because being able to put that much money into it, it's just not feasible for us at the moment. So with that in mind, when we are desperate for cash and we want signings, why are we allowing a player to leave for essentially £500,000? I mean, that's essentially what we're doing. We're essentially saying we're going to sell him for £500,000 now, and in the summer, when nothing will matter because it'll be summer, you know, in the summer we've got 3 or 4 months to sell our squad, rebuild the squad, do what we want to do with the squad. Right now we have got, was it the 4th? I mean, you know, we have like 27 days. We have 27 days or so to sort out the team and to get the reinforcements in that we need. And not only have we failed to do that, but we have now cut ourselves short again by selling a player who could not only play centre-back, but can also play right-back. Now, if he wanted to go, I completely I accept that. I see that. I mean, you know, you look at the hierarchy of the defence at the moment. For Moyes, he's last choice. Ogbonna, Mavropanos, Aged, Zuma, they all get in ahead of him, all of them. And even at right-back, you know, Johnson gets in ahead of him at right back. So there really is no reason for him to stay at the moment, and you don't want an unsettled player at the club. You've got to think of his interests as well. And, you know, if he was to be uninterested in playing for the club, there's no point in having him here. But at the same time, there's also no point in my eyes right now. You know, why not be a little bit ruthless? Like this is the 4th day the transfer window is open, right? So we've let THILO Kehrer go on the 4th day of the January transfer window. It's not the 29th day. We're not saying, do you know what? We're not going to be able to buy anyone realistically. We don't want to sell him in the summer because his value might drop, or this is a really good deal. So, yeah, we're going to agree the £500,000 now and then 11 million in summer. It's the 4th day of January. Why are we not being a little bit more cutthroat? Why are we not saying, actually, guys, We're not interested in a loan move. We want the money for him right now. Look at Man United, Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire supposedly didn't want the move, but it came out that he did. They were willing to offload him, but they didn't want a loan move. They wanted wages. They wanted money for him, and they held out. And obviously, he's still there, and that is an issue. But you know, they at the end of the day, they stuck to their guns on it. Why on the fourth day of the transfer market have we just said, yeah, cool, it's a good deal, we should probably stick to it? Why have we not turned around to Monaco and said, actually, listen, we're only interested in a permanent fee for THILO Kehrer. If you think he's worth 11 million now, why not just pay that now? That's what we're interested in. Unfortunately, we can't do a loan move because we want to sign players. To me, this just insinuates that we have no interest in signing any players this January, sorry. Because if we had any intent on signing any players this January, why would we let one of our players go for essentially £500,000 when we need money? We need money to be able to compete with FFP and just to raise funds overall, just to be able to actually put into the kitty to buy players in general. So why we said to ourselves, we'll take 500k now. What does it does nothing. It does absolutely nothing for us, £500,000. It is absolute pennies. They've got THILO Kehrer £500,000 and they're going to pay 11 million in the summer. Quite frankly, I don't care. It doesn't matter if you sign him in the summer or not. That makes no difference to us. We need players at the moment. We need players now. And I think everyone is looking at the face of it and saying, well, 11 million is a good fee. It's a good fee for him. But as far as I'm aware, unless there's some sort of weird loophole that I am not aware of, if you have an obligatory clause to sign him for 11 million at the end of his loan, as far as I'm aware, that doesn't go into the business, doesn't go into West Ham. The money is not made available until that January, or at least in terms of the actual paperwork and the finances. You know, FFP won't recognise, as far as I'm aware. I could be totally wrong on this, and this video can make me look like a complete idiot and egg on my face. But as far as I'm aware, it's not going to go in the transactions in the books as £11 million paid towards us for the FFP swing until it reaches January. Otherwise, you know, I wouldn't understand what the whole point of obligatory clauses are, whatever. Again, maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. But as far as I'm aware, it's not going to count towards FFP. It's only £500,000. It's a loan move. It's not a permanent move. You know, it just doesn't seem like smart business. It just gives the intent to me that in January we're not planning on signing anybody. Maybe it'll be a loan move, or you know, I mean, we haven't actually got a loan player in the squad at the moment, so it could be the case that we're saying, look, we want to raise some funds. We're going to get loan moves anyway, so we don't even need funds. But it just gives a statement of intent to me that I don't think we're going to buy anyone in the January transfer window. And not only have we needed a centre back, we've now sold one. So essentially, we've got Bonner, who is 36 in 4 months, which is, you'd have to say, probably the end of your career. I don't think, even if you're a goalkeeper, we're talking really, really pushing it. So I don't think he's going to be able to be a reliable choice for us. Zuma's injury prone. Mavropanos is a promising player, but we're not sure what's going to happen with him. And again, like I said, maybe off in the summer as well, in January as well. So it seems like a strange sell to me. I really like him as a player and as a person. I think he bought into the club very well. I can understand why we want to let him go, and I can understand why he would want to go. But it just seems like incredibly poor business, at least from the now standpoint. From in the summer, when we've got that 11 million and he's gone, I think it'll be good business, to be honest, for being able to recoup that for essentially a squad player. I think it's very good business. However, for the now and for what we need at this moment in time, it just strikes me as really poor business that we wouldn't hold out for a permanent transfer right now and instead have accepted the £500,000 loan with the obligatory option to buy.